initially, I did a score for Robert Altman called Images, which was all about Japanese sounds and shakuhachi and percussion and so on. And that's the music that Stephen thought he should have something for Jaws, something with that complexity and all that dissonance and so on. And I thought that that was a crazy idea, but this was a simple adventure thing, and I need to find some musical theme or idea that might represent the shark or might represent our primordial fear of, like we fear snakes, we fear beasts of the sea. And he came to my room at Fox Studios and what are you going to do for the shark? And I played E, F, E, F, E, F, D, F. It's all. And he said, you can't be serious. I said, well, I think when the basses and cello of the orchestra, maybe once in a while supported by timpani or contrabassoon, you might be convinced that this is scary enough. Let's try it. It worked particularly well because it could be very soft, which the softer we played it, the scarier it seemed to be. And even though we still separate the bow at the frog, so to speak, your listeners will know some of them play strings. And then it could rise up to a thunderous kind of noise. And the speed could be changed. It could be very slow, like this, and go up to a very quick tempo. So it was a useful thing to sort of advertise what you might call in the film industry a red herring, presenting a threat that isn't really there and delivering the information that it wasn't a shark but a beer can. But the music made you, as you're approaching the beer can, you feel the shark is with you, and you discover that, it's again with quotes and hyphenated red herring, a surprise. So it was useful as a tool, but it never had I never had a thought in my mind, and I don't think Stephen did either, that it would have that forceful effect on an audience. But when you think back, now of course I can rationalize it and try to, in a pseudo way, intellectualize what it might be, that it rattles something in the reptilian cortex, which is the area where we have our basic fears of reptiles or whatever, and that it rattles something in the human fear chain. But when I was playing E, F, E, F, D, F on the piano, I wasn't thinking about the primordial fear chain.
And yet there it was.
That came later.
Yeah.